Jody says, "Hey guys, as it stands, we play Arizona in wild card. If we win, then Tampa. I'm concerned about this path. We have not done well against Arizona. Would it be better to face Green Bay? What's the more favorable path?" Well, we can do that right now.
Great segue.
What is the worst playoff matchup for the 49ers?
Okay, so the absolute worst playoff matchup, which is, by the way, the one that I want because I live 20 minutes away from Tampa Stadium, would be the Buccaneers. I would love to be at that game, win, lose, or draw, seeing Tom Brady versus the 49ers. Selfishly, I want that matchup. But as far as what's best for the 49ers, what's best for the 49ers is to avoid Tampa Bay at all costs. That's a team that will completely take away your run game. You're going to have to beat them throwing the ball. Then on the flip side, you're going to have to expect these corners that are thin at best right now to face off against 3 elite receivers, an elite tight end, and the best quarterback of all time. That is not a matchup that you want on the road. That one is the one that you have to avoid at all costs.
Yeah, I agree. Tampa. That's the reigning Super Bowl champion. They have the best quarterback of his generation. Tampa. Now, I feel here that honestly, no matchup is good. They're all not good. And the degrees of not good are, I mean, Tampa's bad, but Green Bay's bad. Green Bay in the cold, Arizona. I mean, Arizona's beaten the Niners twice. Arizona's beaten them with their backup quarterback. Now you say it's hard to beat a team 3 times. Yeah, well, it's hard to beat Arizona, apparently, for the 49ers. They beat them without DeAndre Hopkins. They've beaten them a lot of ways. So Arizona's tough. And then Dallas, Dallas might be the best playoff. We'll talk about that next. But, they have CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup. They have weapons. They have any number of guys who can go after Josh Norman. I mean, it's tough. So, yes, I'm with you, though. It's Tampa. That's the one you don't want to face. But honestly, if you're heading into week 18 and you've got a playoff matchup sewed up and all you're playing for is who you play, I might just sit my starters.
Rest your players.
It doesn't matter. It's all bad. But anyway, let's talk about the best playoff matchup for the 49ers. Who is it?
I actually do think it's Arizona. And here's the reason why. You did lay it out. Beating any team 3 times in a season is very, very tough. Mm-hmm. Plus, when you're playing a divisional foe, all bets go out the window. Mm-hmm. And right now, there's some chinks in that armor, right? Kyler Murray's starting to show some of his flaws. Hopkins is now out for the regular season from what a report that I just saw. So who knows how healthy he is with a sprained knee coming into the playoffs. I just feel like that's a team that I wouldn't mind playing. Now, do they have weapons? Are they scary? Can they absolutely beat the 49ers? Yes. Yeah. But the one thing the 49ers have not done against them this year, and hopefully they have figured it out, is run the freaking ball.
No, Arizona you can't do it. They can't.
You're right. I don't get it.
The reason I'm not saying Arizona is because Arizona has a legit defense. And for whatever reason, Vance Joseph is dialed in. I mean, he's faced Kyle Shanahan a bunch of times the last few years, and he's got a really good plan. And he's kind of, I don't know if he's in Kyle Shanahan's head or whatever, but he just gets Kyle to abandon the run game on Wednesday before the game even starts. So they have a legit defense, and I feel like the Niners, if they're going to go on this run, it's going to be because of their offense. I really think it's an offense-driven team, especially if I don't know when he's coming back, although they say he's day-to-day, didn't practice today. So to me, Dallas is the team with the most suspect defense. Even though they have weapons on offense, their defense is okay. And I feel like the Niners could theoretically control the game, control the clock, run the ball, win the time of possession, put Dallas in a tough spot. Theoretically, they've done it. I mean, they haven't beaten a team like Dallas this year. They haven't beaten a team like any team they're going to face in the first round, really. Their best wins are against Minnesota and Cincinnati and the Rams, who are, wild card teams at best. I mean,
it's really true.
So you could say, pray for Arizona, pray for Dallas. That's tough, man. But yeah, they could do it. They could do it. I mean, that defense.
Yeah. The problem is, Grant, and we've talked about it in the past, they're going to be outgunned at the most important position, no matter who they play. You're either going to play Stafford, Rodgers, Brady, Murray, or Dak. all of those guys are
Yeah.
significantly better than Jimmy Garoppolo. And it's
Yeah.
tough. I mean, when you know you're outgunned at the most important position going into things, you have a lot to overcome. And they have a very talented roster, but man, that's a lot to ask.
You better have the number one defense if that's the case. And they did 2 years ago, but they don't now. Because I'm sorry, Eric Armstead ain't Buckner. It comes back to that. I say it every day on Twitter and it pisses Niner fans off, but it's the truth. You signed the wrong guy. You signed the wrong guy. If you had Buckner and Bosa, that's a top 3 defense perennially. But you don't. So you're like top 10. Cool. But you're going to need your offense to take you to the promised land. Let's go back.
If you have Buckner and Bosa, now you could talk about 2011 Giant vibes, right?
Yeah,
because that's a combination. Yeah.
Now you have your 2 pass rush. You got Bosa with whatever 17 and Buckner with probably 10. Now I know Buckner only has 5 right now, but there's no edge rusher in Indianapolis. If you put him next to Bosa, that combination is unstoppable. You put Armstead next to Bosa, well, we've seen that. You don't really get. You get just regular Armstead, who's about. Yeah, I'm sorry, he's just not a pass rusher.